how to quickly find the links for your event, your YouTube link, and your embed code for your Google Hangouts On Air. Hi, my name is Krishna Day, and you'll find me hosting shows over on Google+. It's called the Visual Content Marketing Show, but more of that later. Something I came across recently is a change within Google Hangouts. Now, I'd scheduled an event using Hangouts via Google+, and then I went to my event page, and lo and behold, what I saw was something new. And if we scroll down, you'll see right underneath my event, it gives me a little area that says links. So this is an event that's taking place on the 3rd of February. I would want to take the event link page to be able to share that with people. And so it's very easy for me to do that. And previously, I could also get the video embed, which is really helpful if I want to embed that, for example, onto Facebook, or I want to also embed it onto my website. However, one thing that's a little different now is this here that gives you the YouTube page. Now, why is that helpful? Well, sometimes people are not on Google+ who want to watch your events. People might want to watch it from Facebook, and therefore being able to give them a link to where they can watch it on YouTube is a great idea. Personally, I'd recommend that you took the embed code and put that onto your website or put it onto Facebook or anywhere else to be able to watch your live stream. Of course, there's some downsides that they may not be able to easily comment depending on the platform that you're using. But I do think this is super helpful, being able to direct people to the YouTube page, and especially if they're watching on mobile devices so they can easily watch the live stream of the event directly on YouTube. So that's a new update. Now let me take you to an event that is not mine, and we'll see that I can get that same information there. The host of this show is not me. In fact, it's the person who's going to be my guest on my show, but it's also hosted on the 3rd of February. But let's look what happens if I scroll down the page. Here I'm invited to say, am I going to watch? And I can say yes, maybe, or no. But right underneath that, you'll see the area for links. If I click links, it says event page, YouTube page, and video embed. So this is really helpful because if you've got people who enjoy seeing your content, your Hangouts, you could encourage them to share information. You could encourage them to share your event, your link to where to watch it on YouTube. That's especially helpful, as I mentioned before, people on mobile devices. And in fact, they could even embed that. Just as you could with any YouTube video, you can get the embed code. Well, here we can now live stream other people's events. There are tools available for you to be able to do that in terms of applications to embed that perhaps on Facebook. I think this is really interesting in terms of it makes it much easier for us as hosts of events. But also, if we want to share other people's great content, it makes it easy for us to be able to direct people to their content. I hope you found this little tip of assistance if you're hosting Hangouts On Air. I do encourage you to come over to the visualcontentmarketingshow.com. Over there, you'll be able to subscribe to get updates of my forthcoming shows, but you'll also be able to get direct access to the recent shows I've been hosting all about how to get the most out of Google Hangouts for your business.